Hi, you guys, it's Yaz, and today I want to talk about why these covert narcissists are so cold. They are the coldest narcissist out there, and there's a reason for it, you guys, all right? And I'm going to go into those reasons. Number one, why a covert narcissist is so cold. Covert narcissists are basically very vulnerable people, okay? They're very vulnerable people in the sense that they're afraid to show their hand. They're afraid to show their emotions. They're afraid to let you know what they're thinking because they're afraid that you'll attack them, all right? So covert narcissists, anytime they do something, they never want to give you an option to be able to say, well, you said this or you did this. So everything with a covert narcissist is passive-aggressive behavior. So you can never, ever put your finger on it and ever accuse them of something. For instance, when they make a sarcastic joke, they say, oh, well, I was just joking. And you know you were slighted, okay? Because the joke is basically to make you feel a certain way or to make you feel inferior, but they mask it and try to make it like it was not intentional, all right? Or they weren't intending to hurt you and you took it the wrong way, when in fact a covert narcissist knows exactly what they're doing. They love the dumb card, okay? But trust and believe, a covert narcissist is very, very calculating. So when you feel a certain way with a covert narcissist, trust your gut. Trust your inner feeling of how this person makes you feel. If you get the feeling when you see their name flash up on the screen, like you get a pit in your stomach or you just feel uneasy with them or you feel you're walking on eggshells, guess what? There's a reason, because that covert narcissist wants to make you feel uneasy, all right? But the first reason that they are so cold is because a covert narcissist blocks their emotions. They block their feelings. How do I know this? Because I have covert narcissists that I have dealt with, close family members, ex relationship, and they all do the same thing, all right? They block those feelings of guilt. They block those feelings of emotions. They block those feelings of trying to get too close to someone. Like my ex, he was hurting his mother in a passive-aggressive way, but he blocks all those feelings. He even told me, I block out those feelings, all right? So one of the reasons that covert narcissists are so cold is because they can't open themselves up. They never put themselves in a position of, being attacked, all right? Because again, they are so vulnerable. They are basic cowards and they're so vulnerable that they're afraid, okay? They're afraid. So what they do is they block their emotions, you guys, all right? They block their emotions and they never get too close to somebody, because when you get too close to somebody or you open yourself up to vulnerability, you set yourself up to get hurt, all right? That's why if you're in a relationship with a covert narcissist, you'll never be able to touch that person's soul. You'll always feel like there's a wall up, and there is a wall up. They never let you get too close to them. Even though they say they're with you, even though they say they're close with you, deep down they hold back, all right? Covert narcissists hold back. So the reasons that a covert narcissist is so cold is, number one, they block their emotions. And why do they block their emotions? Because they don't want to get hurt. And number two, they're never all in, okay? A covert narcissist is never all in. And you won't find this out till years later after being in a relationship with a covert narcissist. Maybe you try to communicate all the time with them and they just yes you to death, okay? And they tell you, oh, I don't have a problem. I'm okay. And then what do? They pay you back in a passive-aggressive manner. They have a face on or they're cold and you're saying, what's wrong with them? Why are they so cold? Or you even bring it up to them and say, you're not talking much, or why are you so cold, or why are you not affectionate? And they tell you nothing's wrong. They make excuses. They say, oh, I'm just tired, or what, I can't be tired, or why, you're too sensitive, okay? They try to flip it on you and make it seem like, you know what, you're reading them wrong, you're too sensitive, you're hyper focusing in on how they are. And this is what I have to say to you guys. If you feel a certain way with somebody, there's a reason you fucking feel that way. And you've got to trust yourself, and you've got to trust your feelings, all right? You need to validate yourself, okay? And not go by what these people tell you. If you're feeling a certain way, like somebody is cold and drifty to you, or they're dismissing you, like a covert narcissist, one of their tactical tools is to dismiss you and make you feel like you're nothing. Well, if you're feeling like you're nothing, it's because they're doing something to make you feel like you're nothing. And what they do is they don't validate you. That's why a lot of times when you bring something up to a covert narcissist, they sit there like a dead stone and don't say anything. They never agree with you even when you're right. They don't want to give you any credit. They don't want to give you any power. They want you to doubt yourself, okay? It's emotional abuse. And the other tactic of emotional abuse they use is the silent treatment. They'll go silent on you, and they may tell you nothing's wrong and they're not talking, or they may go to a family party. They may go in front of your friends and family and be cold and not say anything, and people come up to you and say, "What's wrong with your partner?" And you're like, "I don't know. They said everything's all right." And meanwhile, what they're doing is they're making you feel uncomfortable, okay? And they'll make you feel uncomfortable in front of other people. And what they do is they ruin your fucking day, or they ruin a party, okay? I dealt with this, okay? I dealt with this with my ex, where he was passive aggressive, and if he was angry at me, he would pretend like nothing was wrong. But then he would ruin my day or ruin a family occasion by going with a face on, where everybody felt the tension, all right? And yet completely denied that there was anything wrong, that anything was wrong. But he was being passive aggressive to pay me back, maybe for something I said or did in the past, all right? And this is exactly what they do. So, I'm getting a little off tangent. One of the reasons that they're cold is to also pay you back, all right? They're paying you back in a passive-aggressive manner because they're angry at you. But one of the things about covert narcissists, they don't tell you they're angry, all right? That's why they're insidious. They don't show their hand. They don't let you know what they're thinking or what they're feeling. But what they'll do is they'll show you with their body language and with their behaviors that they're angry. That's why you got to read the nonverbal body language and the facial expression of the covert narcissist, and you will be able to read whether they're pissed off and angry, because they'll give you an evil stare. They may roll their eyes. They look at you with a sneaky look from the corner of their eye. They give you a sarcastic grin. They're not telling you what they're thinking because they don't want you to know what they're thinking. They want to mind fuck you and confuse you, but it's up to you to read them. Read those micro expressions on their face and their body language to know that you're dealing with a covert narcissist and that they're giving you the business. So, you guys, let me get back on point here. The 3 reasons why a covert narcissist is cold is because, 1, they block their emotions. They don't open up to you. They're never all into a relationship. And also, you guys, keep in mind, even if you have a covert narcissist in your family, now this is what really blindsides somebody, all right? An average, normal, healthy person. When you have a covert narcissistic sibling or parent or something like that, maybe you have the mindset like, oh, well, we're family. We're supposed to be close and everything, we're supposed to be close. We're supposed to open up to each other. We're supposed to lean on each other. Well, not when you have a covert narcissist fucking family member, whether it's a sibling or a parent. They won't let you get close. Why? Because they're secretly jealous of you and they're competitive. So this is where people get, that cognitive dissonance because they feel family members are distant with them, or they're cold, or they don't want to be bothered with them. And you know why? Because they don't want to get close with you because they're very self-centered. They may be jealous of you. They may be competitive with you in the dynamics of the family. They may be after money of maybe somebody in the family that has money. They don't want to get close to you. They don't want to open up to you, and they don't trust you. Even if it's family, they don't trust you. All right? So the 3 reasons why covert narcissists are cold is 1, they block their emotions. They're not all into the relationship. And also, you guys, and the other one, they're angry or they're trying to pay you back. And also, another reason, they secretly hate you, okay? Why are they secretly hating you? Because you're not meeting their needs or making them happy. When a narcissist feels that you are not making them happy, they are going to have such a hatred for you. But when you're dealing with a covert narcissist, they won't tell you. Instead, they're going to run cold on you. Or they'll make promises and not show up, or they won't be there for you when you're sick or you need them, okay? So they run cold on you because they don't want to be there for you. They secretly hate you, and they want you to suffer because some of them are very sadistic and want to see you suffer. Again, you guys, it's because of jealousy, all right? It's like Cain and Abel, how Cain was jealous of Abel and killed him because of the jealousy he had, because he felt that God favored him, all right? So it happens in so many families that you have this, and you could even have it with your partner where they're jealous of you because maybe you have more going for yourself. Maybe they just hate you for the fact that you could be authentic and you're not afraid. You don't have to hide yourself, all right? So they're cold. They try to punish you and control you, all right? And another reason that they're cold is because they feel by being cold to you, they will control you, where that you go and have to kiss their ass. A covert narcissist wants you begging. They want you always looking for them. They want you calling. They want you texting. They want you begging. They want you to always be like, what's wrong? Are you okay? Why didn't you call me? This is why a covert narcissist, you may text them, and classic covert narcissistic behavior is to see it on read, okay? Like if they have an iPhone and you see it said read and they read it, and they don't respond, okay? They don't respond for hours, and they know that their phone is showing red to you. That's to show you that you're nobody and that they get back to you when they feel like it, that they are above you, and when they feel like it, they will respond to you, okay? Blatant disrespect, okay? If somebody can't get back to you in a reasonable amount of time, then they don't respect you and they don't love you. And this is one of the mind fuck games of the covert narcissist, is to, not get back to you right away. Why? Because they always want the power and the control of you always coming after them, calling them, texting them, trying to get in touch with them, trying to get a response out of them, trying to get validation out of them. They don't want to give it. They want to make you suffer and be begging for their attention. So you know how you destroy a covert narcissist, you guys? You completely ignore them. You make them insignificant like they are. They're nothing, okay? If somebody can't respect you, respect your time, get back to you in a reasonable amount of time, or show you respect, all right? Then this is not somebody that you value in your life. This is somebody that you put at arm's length and you give them no attention whatsoever, because this is what they want. They want attention. So the best way to really, give it back to a covert narcissist is to completely ignore them. Ignore them. Don't make them important. Live your life. Be happy and show that covert narcissist that you don't fucking need them, that you're good. You don't need their validation. You validate yourself and you have other people that validate you, okay? So when you see them starting to play those games to control you, so that you're begging for their attention or begging for a response or begging for a phone call, you know what? You say to yourself, okay, you feel like you want to get back to me whenever the hell you want to get back to me. Now guess what? Now I won't be available for you. Now I don't deal with you. I don't deal with you because you are indirectly disrespecting me. And that's exactly what it is. It's indirect, passive-aggressive behavior, and it disrespects you, okay? And they know what they're doing. They are not stupid, okay? Don't ever think that a covert narcissist is stupid in that way. They're very clever, they're very manipulating, and they know exactly what they're doing, you guys, all right? So let me look at my list of other things I put down here for why, the big reasons why covert narcissists are cold. They don't want to get close. They're cold because they get angry. They're cold because they want to control you. They're cold because they secretly hate you, all right? And also, you guys, another reason that they could be cold to you is because they really don't care because they have a replacement on the side waiting to replace you, okay? So I always say when somebody's cold to you, guess what? It's because they really don't fucking need you, all right? That's why the covert narcissist is cold to you. They don't need you, or they're trying to control you, or they are trying to punish you, all right? And they also punish you with the silent treatment. That's a form of emotional abuse. So those are the main reasons why a covert narcissist is cold to you. And like the last reason, like I said, they're cold to you because they have somebody else on the side that they're talking to, that they're grooming, that they plan to monkey branch over to. As soon as they got that person set up and ready to go full force with that other person, that's when they're going to discard you, or you'll end up discarding them, okay? And I'm sorry for the noise over here, you guys. I'm on the road, all right? It's a little loud over here, but I wanted to get this podcast in because somebody asked me, and they said, why do covert narcissists have to be cold? Why do they have to be cold? Well, this is one of their tactics, to withhold affection, withhold validation, and to basically they're dismissing you and making you feel like you're a nobody, you're a nothing, okay? You're a nobody, you're a nothing. This is what they do, all right? They're cruel people. They don't show their hand, and they do it so that you can never, ever say something to them, because what they'll do is they'll just deny it. You'll never get clarity out of a covert narcissist. Period, dot, end of story, okay? So you got to trust yourself, all right? You got to trust yourself. It's like one of my sons, he says he's always second-guessing himself, you know? He's a little OCD. And I tell him, you know, those are all negative thoughts that you have. You have to trust yourself. You have to believe in yourself, and you have to, you know, trust your own judgment, okay? You know they're not going to get angry at you at work because you had to miss a day because you had a doctor's appointment. You know, he's a worrier, right? It's all part of him being, you know, on the spectrum of autism. But it's the same thing like when you deal with, you know, narcissists. You know, you cannot waver with a narcissist. You have to trust yourself, trust what you see, trust how you feel, and believe in yourself. Believe in yourself. And you guys, I'm a walking poster board for this because I had, you know, growing up the way I did and never being validated, and then being in a toxic marriage, never being validated, dealing with somebody very cold, aloof, didn't express their feelings, communication, there was no communication because the person didn't know how to communicate, and I constantly second-guessed myself and said, is it me? Is it me? Maybe I'm reading this wrong. Maybe I'm too sensitive. And this is another thing they love to say. Oh, you're so sensitive. Oh, you're so No, you're not fucking sensitive. Okay? If you feel that way, it's because somebody's making you feel that way. You got to trust yourself and trust how you feel, and don't let these people, you know, double talk you and make you think that you're the problem. Okay? That's what I have to say to that. Because after many years of abuse, you get to the point once you educate yourself and you say, nah. I'm not the problem here. There's a pattern of emotional abuse that these covert narcissists use, okay? I'm not the problem. The problem is I'm dealing with a toxic fucking person who's playing fucking mind games. That's what it is. And once you know the game, these covert narcissists are dead in the water. dead in the water. A covert narcissist only has power if you don't know what a covert narcissist is and you can't spot them. But once you know how they operate and how they play, they are dead in the water. And this is why they run, okay? This is why they run once they know that you know what the fuck they are. Because now they're scared. Because now you're really going to nail them and call them out, or you're not going to deal with them, all right? So you guys understand this. This is all part of the mind tricks of the covert narcissist. Recognize it. Trust your gut. Trust your feeling. And when you start to see that somebody's always running hot and cold with you, you're not dealing with a real one, okay? You're not dealing with a real one. There's a reason that this person's playing games on you, all right? So I hope that helps you guys. I got to run. Please follow me and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I have over 4,000 videos on there, a lot of covert narcissistic videos and reels for you to really understand the covert narcissist, all right? And subscribe at the Game Exposed Podcast on YouTube. Again, the Game Exposed Podcast on YouTube, and you'll get a lot more information on there. And don't forget to subscribe to the podcast here and share the podcast. I really appreciate it. Have a great day, you guys. If you guys are having a problem in your dating or relationship, or you're dealing with somebody maybe that's narcissistic, you don't know if they're a narcissist, or you're just having problems, you're in a toxic relationship, and you need some clarity on it, go to the link in the podcast description for my website where I offer email and phone coaching. If you have a quick question, just a quick question, and you want to get a video sent back to you answering your question, there's also a link there for Vizio where I will send you a personalized video answering your question. Hi, you guys, it's Yaz, and I want to tell you about my 2 books on Amazon. The first book is Regain Your Power. It's all about power and relationship. Who has the power in the relationship? And it goes into all of that, okay? The other book is Signs He's Not Into You, He's Wasting Your Time, okay? Check it out. It gives you a lot of good clues as to whether you're with somebody who's a real one or somebody who's just going to waste your time. You could read them both with Kindle's free trial membership. So check it out. Link is in the podcast description. Hi, you guys. I just want to let you know that the Game Exposed now has their merchandise available. Check out the link in the bio, and you could go check it out. There's cool hoodies, cool sweatpants, cool hats. So go to the bio for the link. And also, don't forget to follow me on Facebook at the Game EXP 123, and also on Instagram, the Game EXP 123. Okay, and have a great day.